6 o'clock on this Tuesday. Hi, everyone. The Canucks bench will likely be a bit quieter for the next 6 games. That is how long John Tortorella has been suspended for the Rogers Arena ruckus. Greg Harper is live in downtown Vancouver with more this morning. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Yeah, there was lots of guessing. What was going to happen after the events that took place here at Rogers Arena on Saturday night? Well, we now know the answer. Tortorella has been suspended for 15 days without pay. That means he will miss 6 games. The suspension comes after Tortorella met with league officials at the NHL offices in New York yesterday. This punishment is because Tortorella charged the Flames dressing room in between the first and second period of Saturday night's contest at Rogers Arena. He was angry at Calgary Flames head coach Bob Hartley, who decided to start his 4th line for the opening faceoff. The Canucks decided to do the same, which sparked a line brawl. 8 players were tossed out just 2 seconds into the hockey game. Flames head coach Bob Hartley doesn't come out of this unscathed, though. He was fined $25,000 by the league.
It's obviously something he probably regrets, but people are making a big deal of it. I think you got to love his passion. Everyone's talked over the last couple of years how we don't have any bite and we don't have any passion, and we're an easy team to play against. And people can say whatever they want, but John's changing the culture of this team, and if that makes us a harder team to play against in the playoffs, so be it. That's what we want. That's what we want teams to know. We're a tough team to play against.
I think he should be punished, but 6 games is a little bit extreme.
I think the other coach should have got the same as well, because he got the thing all started. They need a spark like that, because they've been getting pushed over the past couple of years. They need some grit.
So Tortorella's suspension isn't over until Sunday, February 2nd, meaning he won't be able to coach again until the next day, Monday, February 3rd, when the Canucks are in Detroit to take on the Red Wings. In the meantime, it'll be Canucks assistant coach Mike Sullivan acting as the head coach. Kyle?
All right, Greg, thanks very much for that. Leave it to Kevin Bieksa to provide some levity in the midst of all this. The Canucks defenseman was spotted poking his head into the Flames tunnel during the fracas and jawing with some players. There you go, see him in the corner there. Bieksa has not been suspended, but he is denying that he was even there.
Me?
You?
No. Wasn't me.
Someone who looked like you?
Shot at me where?
Your head in the hallway poking through the door.
The trainer's door.
I don't think that was me.
Photoshopped?
I think it was photoshopped. Shane O'Brien photoshopped it. Trying to get me in trouble.
The Canucks visit Edmonton at 6:30 tonight on Sportsnet Pacific. Mike Sullivan will act as head coach during Tortorella's suspension. Vancouver will also be without captain Henrik Sedin to injury, ending his 679-game Ironman streak. Well, in other news this morning, on Vancouver Island, a 17-year-old boy has died from injuries suffered after being hit by a pickup truck while longboarding in Nanaimo last night. The teen was wearing dark, non-reflective clothing in the dimly lit area. The driver is cooperating with police, and speed and alcohol are not considered factors in the incident. A celebration of life is being planned for North Shore Rescue leader Tim Jones. The memorial will take place on Saturday at Centennial Theatre in North Vancouver, and some of the people who knew him best are speaking out about his legacy.
He was the best father any son or daughter could ask for. He loved all of us, and he loved the search and rescue team.
Jones's son is among North Shore Rescue members struggling with his loss. The team leader died on Sunday night after a heart attack on Mount Seymour. Jones worked for more than 2 decades to promote outdoor safety, taking part in an estimated 1,600 rescue calls and saving countless lives.
In the last few years, Tim worked hard to mentor future leaders on the North Shore Rescue Team and to ensure that the team was ready to respond to calls for many years to come. North Shore Rescue was a second family for Tim, and all of us will miss him greatly.
Tim Jones was 57 years old and was awarded with the Order of BC in 2011. Much of eastern Canada is once again being sunk into a deep freeze by that persistent polar vortex. The Arctic air mass means wind chill warnings cover much of Manitoba, Ontario, and Quebec, while the maritime provinces are bracing for heavy snow. As Toronto plunges back into a deep freeze, Pearson Airport is taking precautions to avoid another ground stop crisis that stranded thousands of passengers and brought business to a standstill earlier this month. Environment Canada predicts temperatures hovering around -20 degrees Celsius Celsius in the east for most of the week. Russian security officials are hunting down 3 potential female suicide bombers, one of whom is believed to be in Sochi, where the Winter Olympics are set to begin in a matter of weeks. The police in Sochi handed out flyers to hotels warning of a woman, a 22-year-old widow of a slain Islamic militant whom they believe could be a terrorist and who may currently be in the city. Russian authorities have blamed the so-called Black Widows of slain insurgents for previous suicide attacks. Russian President Vladimir Putin has vowed the Olympics will be safe, but yesterday, U.S. officials say their military will be on standby to help evacuate Americans from the games if necessary.